Voter intimidation is happening right now. Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Flint residents getting robocalls telling them to vote tomorrow. I just don't think this stuff is going to fly. This is not the first election where people have been making robocalls into poor communities saying, don't bother to vote until tomorrow, or we're setting aside special voting for your town tomorrow, or the Supreme Court just decided that you could vote tomorrow, or whatever. This is what's going on. And meanwhile, this is a pretty amazing story. This is over in Huffington Post. They're talking about these so-called MAGA Drag the Interstate groups. That's the name of this Facebook group. This is all being organized over on Facebook. These so-called Trump trains all over the country. And here's a summary of what they've been doing, these things that were organized on Facebook, according to the Huffington Post. One convoy drove through Marin City, California, the only part of Marin County where white residents are a minority, and shouted racial slurs at children. Another in Fort Worth cruised through a polling station in a predominantly black neighborhood. In Temecula, California, a caravan blocked access to a voting center. A group in New York shut down the Mario Cuomo Bridge. In Louisville, Kentucky, a Trump train member directed traffic with a gun at a high school. This is a polling place. And in Texas, near Austin, Trump's trucks adorned with Make America Great Again flags swarmed a Joe Biden campaign bus in an incident that's now under FBI investigation. We've talked about this. At least 18 of the 14 event organizers on Facebook for these events, 18 of the organizers of these events in 14 states have openly supported this right-wing, bizarre conspiracy theory about celebrities and Democrats using the blood of children or something like that. And this group has been associated with, just in the last 2 years, bombing plots, kidnapping schemes, car chases, and a murder. At one North Carolina MAGA caravan, members of the Alamance County Trump convoy, organized again on Facebook, screamed white power and go back, and they used the C word to describe a woman, at Megan Squire, who is an Elon University computer science professor holding a Black Lives Matter sign on the sidewalk. When they asked the Republican Party of Texas about this, the reporters at Huffington Post, the chairman of the Republican Party, a fellow by the name of Alan West, said, "Prepare to lose. Stop bothering me. Maybe George Soros can cut you all another check in 2022. And Marco Rubio came out and said, these are wonderful. He was speaking at a Trump rally in Miami-Dade County. This was on Sunday. He said, I saw yesterday a video of these people in Texas. Did you see it? All the cars on the road. We love what they did. But here's what they don't know. We do that in Florida every day. Right. This, by the way, is the same Facebook that failed to remove a page used by a militia to encourage members to bring weapons to Kenosha, Wisconsin, a page that a 17-year-old vigilante read and took his gun to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and killed 2 people. That's just crazy. It's just friggin' crazy. Donald Trump now saying that his enemies in the United States are worse than North Korea or Russia or China or any other country. He says he names Adam Schiff. I mean, what do we do with this? Meanwhile, Dr. Birx, one of the few remaining members of the Trump COVID task force that Mike Pence is supposed to be leading up, issued an explicit warning yesterday. While Trump is doing events with no masks and super spreader events, cramming people in, she said, don't do that. While the president says that there's too much testing, she points out that in many states where cases are exploding right now, testing has dropped or at the best remains flat. She said the United States is entering its most dangerous period yet and will see more than 100,000 cases a day this week. And we're there. She also said this is not about lockdowns. You know, April 21st was the last day that somebody died of the coronavirus in Taiwan. April 21st. The last time anybody died. Taiwan never locked down. They did masks, they did social distancing, they did testing and contact tracing. Japan never locked down. South Korea never locked down. I mean, these are all around the country, in fact, or all around the world, excuse me. In fact, there are countries that have conquered the virus without locking down. New Zealand, Australia. Australia had to lock down one town for a short while recently. But, by and large, no lockdowns. Masks, physical distancing, and this is what Deborah Birx said. She said, this is not about lockdowns. It's not been about lockdowns since March or April. It's about an aggressive, balanced approach that is not being implemented by the Trump administration.